In this video, we will be completing the steps to do exercise B using the wand tool, also called the magic wand tool for those of you who are familiar with Photoshop. Just like exercise A, we're going to start in our Schoology folder, Surrealism Digital Collage. Scrolling down, you'll see exercise B. Again, this is where you will submit your work over here for submissions once you have finished this activity. And also the instructions are all right on this handout right here, which you can download if you would like. Otherwise, we'll start by going to our images for exercise B folder just as before. Click it open. Our final piece will look a little something like this, again without teacher sample in the middle. But we will start with our cloud frame image. Just like before, right click using Alt Tap or 2 fingers on the touch screen. Save image as. We'll put it back in our downloads. This time it's cloud frame. Click save. And it shows up on our download bar. Going back over to our image editor, I will get rid of Otis here in all of his glory. No, I don't feel like saving that. This time, you will open image from computer. We will start with our cloud frame. Right in here. I can make this a little bit bigger if I would like to. And I don't want to blow them up quite that big. I just scroll right here to change the size. And now I can see my whole picture right in front of me. The wand tool is this little sparkly guy right here. If I hover over it, it comes up with a W, wand tool. And I want to click that. Up here in our options bar, it starts 25 as my tolerance, or 21. I want to change it to 25. I want to make sure that this one is selected, but that this one is not selected. Now I'm going to move my wand tool over my image, and I want to click the large portion of the sky in the background, almost middle of my paper, or middle of my picture. And you can see that it selects all of the images, or all of the parts of the image that are the same color. So even though I wasn't even touching anything over here, because it's the same color as this part that I did click, it gets selected as well. I want to change the sky so it has a slight purple tinge to it. So I need to select my main color, to set my main color in the toolbox. So this is my color down here. And I need to set it. So I'm going to click this. It pops up, it'll tell you set main color. And I want to change these values. The R, G, and the B here stands for red, green, and blue. The red I want to change to 204. The green I'm going to change to 153. And the blue I'm changing to 255. You can drag these little circles here around to change up the color more if you want to, and it'll change the values, and you could select purple. But I actually know the code values for what I want, so I just put those in there. Click OK. And so now this is my main color right here. I then am going to choose my paint bucket tool, which looks like a paint bucket. If I click that right there and I move over, I want to go up to my options bar up here. Instead of saying opacity of 100, that means it would fill it in completely with that color. I want to lower it. So I'm going to scroll this guy over. You can also type the value in at the top. And I'm going to make it 34. There we go. 34% opacity. And I want to make sure this one is clicked and that one is not. I only have one layer, but I don't want to have all layers selected either. So if I did have other ones, this would do the same thing to all of them, and I don't want that to happen. Okay, so now I am going to click back in that center and fill it. In order to deselect this, I'm going to go to Image, or Edit, and then Deselect All. Also Control D works. If there's anything that I missed, I can go back over and just click again. I can even click over here if I wanted to make my mountains a little purpley in the background. Now the last step is to save as before, so I'm going to go over here to File and Save. Again, I don't want to call this Cloud Frame anymore. I want to change this into Exercise B. Again, I don't like the JPEGs. They don't save as well. I want the PNGs instead, PNGs. And then I'm going to click OK. And again, I'm saving to my downloads. Click Save. And I can exit out of that. I already saved, so I don't need to save it again. Go back here to my drive, and I want a new file upload. Exercise B this time, open. And now it's showing up over here. In a minute it'll actually be all the way there. In a minute. Any minute. Sometimes they take longer or shorter in order to do it. I'm going to assume that will eventually upload. You'll go back to Schoology over here, go back to our file, and you would scroll down here and open Exercise B. And again, there will be a submission button for you right over here that you can click and put your image in.